England has seen legends walk out with a bat. Joe Root, Ben Stokes, and Kevin Peterson. But now there's someone new. A fresh name echoing in stadiums. A face that fans are starting to believe in. Harry Brook. He's not just a youngster waiting in the wings. He's already knocking on the doors of greatness. Hard. And some would say, he's already stepped through. In this video, we're going to talk about why Harry Brook is slowly coming to the new star of England cricket. Let's start the video. Harry Brook was born in Keighley, a quiet little town in Yorkshire, a place where cricket isn't just played, it's lived. In Yorkshire, cricket is like a second language, and from the very beginning, Brook was fluent. He didn't just grow up watching Yorkshire legends, he wanted to become one. As a young boy, he would often visit Headingley with his dad, dreaming of playing there one day. And while most kids just watched the game, Harry would go home and copy every shot he saw. The cover drive, the pull, the flick, over and over again in the backyard. At Ilkley Grammar School, he was already making headlines, not just for scoring runs, but for how he played, with time, confidence, and intent. Teachers remember him as the quiet kid, who never wanted to leave the nets. By the age of 14, Harry had already made it into the Yorkshire Academy. He was regularly playing against boys 3 or 4 years older, taller, stronger, faster. But it didn't matter. He wasn't just surviving, he was scoring runs for fun. In one of his early academy games, Brook once told a story of how he got hit on the helmet by a senior fast bowler. Instead of backing off, the very next ball, he pulled it for 4 and gave the bowler a stare. That moment, he says, made him believe he belonged. At 17, he made his first-class debut for Yorkshire. Just 2 years later, he captained England at the Under-19 World Cup in 2018, finishing as the team's top scorer. It was clear to everyone who was watching this wasn't just another young cricketer. Harry Brook had something special. A spark, a mindset, a hunger. And this was just the beginning. In December 2022, England set off for a historic test tour of Pakistan. It was their first visit in 17 years. The conditions? Tough. The pitches? Slow and lifeless. And the expectations? Sky high. For a young Harry Brook, it was his first overseas test tour, and the pressure was real. Subcontinental heat, reverse swing, packed crowds. This was no place for passengers. But from the moment he stepped out in Rawalpindi, it was clear. This wasn't just a debutant testing the waters. This was a statement. Brook smashed 153 off just 116 balls. Yes, 100, but not a slow, cautious one. It was aggressive, fearless, bold. He swept, pulled, cut, and drove with complete authority. He didn't just play Pakistan. He took them apart, and he didn't stop there. In Multan, when the ball started to grip and spin, Brook adapted. He slowed it down, read the pitch, and timed his strokes perfectly to score 108, a classy, calculated innings that showed maturity beyond his years. Then came Karachi. Final test. And once again, Brook raised his bat, this time for 111. 3 tests, 300s, a total of 468 runs at an average of 93.6. Most young players dream of surviving their first away tour. Brook? He walked away with the Player of the Series award on his very first overseas assignment. From the streets of Keighley to dominating in Karachi, Harry Brook didn't just answer the critics. He made the cricket world stand up and take notice. Suddenly, every English fan had one name on their lips. Harry Brook. Brook is built for modern cricket. He's not just a red ball guy. He's a 3-format machine. At present, this world number 2, Tate batsman has played 27 matches and scored 2,619 runs with a batting average of almost 60. With a strike rate of near to 90, shows how brutal he is in Test cricket. Till now, he has 12 centuries and 9 50s, which show his exceptional conversion rate. This also includes mammoth 317 triple century. In ODIs, he played 29 matches and scored 947 runs, with a batting average of almost 37, with a strike rate of above 100. Shows his good performance in ODIs, too. In T20s, he played 47 matches and scored 873 runs, with a batting average of almost 30, with an impressive strike rate 148, which is highest in England history. Shows his hitting ability in short format. He holds England record for highest T20I strike rate in an innings, 31 runs off 7 balls. SR 442.85. What makes him dangerous? He adapts. He reads the field. He chooses his shots. And whether it's a fast bowler in Perth or a spinner in Multan, he finds a way to dominate. This shows that he is just not a one-format player and will serve England cricket in all 3 formats for a long time. But Ashes cricket? It's a different beast. The crowds are louder, the pressure is heavier, and every ball feels like a battle. For England, playing the Ashes isn't just about cricket. It's about pride, history, and legacy. In July 2023 at Headingley, the home of Yorkshire cricket, England found themselves in deep trouble. Chasing a target, they were 93 for 4. The Aussies were fired up. The crowd had gone quiet. It felt like the match was slipping away, and then Harry Brook walked in. Calm, silent, but locked in. He wasn't just playing for runs. He was playing to keep England alive in the series, and doing it on his home turf, where he had grown up watching matches as a kid. Every run mattered. Brook didn't throw punches from the start. He absorbed the pressure, found the gaps, and slowly turned the tide. His 75 off 93 balls wasn't a flashy 100, but it was a gutsy, gritty, game-changing innings. He stitched together partnerships, frustrated the Australian bowlers, and brought life back into the stands. With every shot, confidence grew, not just in the team, but in the fans. England clawed their way back into the match, and when the final wicket fell and England had won the test, it was clear Brook's innings was the heartbeat of that victory. In the middle of an Ashes storm, he stood tall. At just 24, Harry Brook played like a veteran. Under pressure, under lights, under history. When he proved himself, everywhere in international level he came to IPL, Sunrisers Hyderabad paid 13.25 crore rupees for Brook. The pressure was massive. The critics were loud, but against Kolkata Knight Riders, under the lights, he shut everyone up. Brook smashed 100 not out off just 55 balls. He played every shot in the book, flicks, pulls, drives, and lofted sixes. It was pure domination. That night, he proved he's not just an English talent, he's a global one. He's only 25, and look at what he's done already. Test hundreds, match-winning knocks, IPL centuries. He's confident, but grounded. Aggressive, but smart. Young, but mature beyond his years. And he's not done. He's hungry. You can see it in how he trains, how he talks, how he bats. The best part? We're only at the beginning. Joe Root is the artist. Ben Stokes is the fighter. And Harry Brook? He might just be the next big thing in England cricket. He's not following anyone's path. He's creating his own. He's not the next Root, or KP, or anyone else. He's the first and only Harry Brook. And this journey, it's just getting started.